The best player in this series with LeBron and Luka on the basketball court is a 23-year-old with a $200+ million.
The NBA is not afraid of talent. They have seen talent before. They have seen legends. They have seen dynasties rise and fall. But every once in a while, something different shows up. And right now, that something is Anthony Edwards. Because this is not just another young star trying to make a name for himself. This is not just another highlight machine dunking on defenders and trending on social media. This is something much more dangerous. This is a player who does not care who is standing in front of him. This is a player who wants the biggest stage, the biggest names, the biggest moments. And the scariest part, he actually delivers. You can see it in the way defenders react. You can feel it in the energy of the crowd. You can hear it in the silence after he hits another impossible shot. Anthony Edwards is not just coming. He is taking over. And if you love real NBA stories like this, hit subscribe real quick. Because trust me, this one gets crazy. Because what makes this story so insane is how it all started. Anthony Edwards was never supposed to be this. When he entered the league in 2020, people saw the athleticism. They saw the explosiveness. They saw the raw potential. But they also saw flaws. A lot of them. They said he relied too much on his physical gifts. They said his game was not polished. They said he did not have that obsession, that hunger that defines the greats. Some even questioned if he loved basketball enough. Think about that. Before he even played a single NBA game, people were already doubting his mindset. And then came the comparisons. Wiggins 2.0. A player with all the tools, but none of the consistency. A player who could wow you one night and disappear the next. That label followed him everywhere. Every game, every highlight, every mistake. And to make things worse, he was drafted by the Minnesota Timberwolves, a franchise that had been stuck in irrelevance for years. No championships, no real expectations, no real pressure. A place where young talent goes and sometimes disappears. So when Anthony Edwards arrived, nobody was afraid. Nobody was worried. He was just another name. Just another rookie trying to figure it out. But as the games went on, something started to feel different. Not in the stats, not in the wins, but in the way he played. There was a confidence, a swagger. The kind you cannot teach. The kind that does not come from training. It comes from belief. And even when the Timberwolves were losing, even when the team was struggling, Anthony Edwards never looked like he doubted himself. He attacked again and again, but the league did not care. Because in the NBA, highlight plays are not enough. Being exciting is not enough. You have to win. And at that point, he was not winning. So the narrative stayed the same. He is fun to watch. He is explosive. But he is not serious. He is not a problem. He is not a threat. There is a difference between being entertaining and being dangerous. And at that time, Anthony Edwards was just entertainment. You would turn on the TV, see a crazy dunk, maybe a deep three, and then move on. Nobody was losing sleep over game planning for him. Nobody was sitting in film rooms saying, "How do we stop this guy?" Because the truth was simple. He had not proven anything yet. No playoff runs, no big wins, no defining moments, just flashes. And in a league filled with superstars, flashes are not enough. You have to take something. You have to force the world to notice. And at that point in his career, Anthony Edwards had not done that yet. But what nobody realized was that everything they were seeing was only the beginning. The problem was, people thought they had him figured out. They thought Anthony Edwards was predictable. Explosive, yes, exciting, absolutely. But not someone you build a franchise around. Not someone who changes the balance of the league. And definitely not someone you fear. Because fear in the NBA is earned. It comes from moments, from domination, from taking over games when it matters most. And at that time, Anthony Edwards had none of that. He had highlights, he had flashes, but he did not have proof. So the media kept talking. They said he was inefficient. They said he forced shots. They said his decision-making was not there yet. Fans echoed the same thing. He is fun, but he is not winning. He is talented, but he is not leading. He is exciting, but he is not dangerous. And the worst part, it started to stick. Because every loss added to the narrative. Every missed shot fed the doubt. And playing in Minnesota did not help. There were no bright lights, no national spotlight, just quiet losses and louder criticism. Game after game, Anthony Edwards would drop points, make plays, show flashes of brilliance, but the results stayed the same, losses. And in the NBA, losing erases everything. Nobody remembers your highlights. Nobody remembers your potential. They only remember one thing: you did not win. So the question became louder. Is he really that guy? Or is he just another athlete who looks good, but does not move the needle? And for a while, there was no answer. Because the truth is, he was still figuring it out. Still learning, still growing, still becoming. But the league does not wait for you. If you are not ready, you get labeled. And once that label sticks, it is hard to shake. Anthony Edwards was on the edge of becoming one of those players. The ones with potential, but no impact. The ones people talk about, but do not take seriously. And then, everything changed. It did not happen overnight. It did not come from one highlight. It came from something much deeper, something internal. Because after another playoff loss, after another moment where the season ended too early, Anthony Edwards had a choice. Stay the same or become something else. That loss, that moment, that feeling of walking off the court knowing it was over, that was the spark. That was the turning point. You could see it in his eyes. No smiles, no jokes. Just focus, just frustration, just hunger. Because for the first time, it was not about highlights anymore. It was not about proving people wrong with words. It was about proving it on the court. And from that point on, something shifted. The game slowed down for him. The decisions became sharper. The movements became cleaner. The confidence became something else entirely. Because now, he was not just playing, he was attacking. Possession after possession, he started to look different. Stronger, faster, more controlled. And most importantly, more dangerous. Defenders started noticing. Coaches started adjusting. And slowly, the conversation began to change. Not loud at first, just whispers. Maybe this guy's different. Maybe this is more than just potential. Maybe we got this wrong. And once that doubt started to crack, everything else followed. Because now, Anthony Edwards was not just reacting to the game. He was dictating it. And the moment a player starts doing that, the league pays attention. The moment was coming. The moment where everything shifts. The moment where a player stops being talked about and starts being feared. And when that moment arrived, there was nothing anyone could do about it. And when that moment finally arrived, it did not feel like a breakout. It felt like a warning, because suddenly, Anthony Edwards was not just playing well. He was taking over. Game after game, possession after possession, he started to bend defenses. Not react to them, control them. You could see it in the way defenders hesitated. Too close, he blows by you. Too far, he pulls up. Help comes, he makes the right pass. No help, you are on an island. And nobody wants to be on an island with him, because this was no longer about athleticism. This was skill, polished, refined, deadly. The jump shot got smoother. The handle got tighter. The reads got smarter. Everything leveled up. And now, teams had a real problem. Because this version of Anthony Edwards was not easy to stop. It started in moments, big ones. The kind that defined careers. The kind that changed narratives. Against the Phoenix Sun, on the biggest stage, he did something nobody expected. He did not just compete, he dominated. And not against just anyone. Against Kevin Durant, his idol. The player he once looked up to, now standing in front of him. And what did he do? He attacked him relentlessly. No hesitation, no fear. Step backs, drives, pull-ups. Bucket after bucket, it was not respect. It was a takeover. And in that moment, something shifted across the league. Because everyone watching realized the same thing. This kid does not care who you are. Legend, champion, all-time great. It does not matter. If you are in front of him, you are getting cooked. And it did not stop there. Because then came the real test. The Denver Nuggets, the defending champions. The team that had already sent him home before. The team that knew what it took to win. This was supposed to be the end of the run. Too experienced, too disciplined, too complete. But Anthony Edwards had something else in mind. This was not about proving he belonged anymore. This was about revenge. And you could feel it from the first game. The intensity, the aggression. Every possession meant something. Every bucket hit harder. And when the series started slipping, when everything looked like it was falling apart, he did not fold. He did not disappear, he doubled down. Because that is what killers do. And in that Game 7, with everything on the line, he made a statement. Not just with scoring, but with control, tempo, energy, leadership. He dragged his team back, play by play, moment by moment, until the impossible became real. They won, and just like that, Anthony Edwards was no longer a rising star. He was a problem, but he was not done. Because if the league still had doubts, he was about to erase all of them. Against the Los Angeles Lakers on the biggest stage possible, with the biggest names watching, he went straight at them. LeBron James, Luka Doncic, two of the smartest most dominant players in the game. Players who control the pace. Players who control the narrative. But not in this series, because Anthony Edwards refused to wait his turn. He refused to show respect the way young stars usually do. No backing down, no hesitation, just pressure, relentless, constant pressure. Fourth quarter, game on the line, ball in his hands. And everyone in the building knew what was coming, and it still did not matter. Pull-up jumper, bucket. Drive-through contact, bucket. Step back three, game over. And with every shot, with every moment, the message became louder. This is his league next, and the scariest part, he is not asking for it. He is taking it, and that is exactly why the NBA is afraid. Not because Anthony Edwards can score. There are plenty of scores. Not because he can dunk. The league has seen that before. Not even because he can take over games. Superstars do that every night. The real reason is deeper. It is what is behind all of it. Because Anthony Edwards does not think like everyone else. He does not play with fear. He does not measure himself against the greats. He challenges them. Most young players come into the league and wait. They learn, they adjust, they respect the hierarchy. They wait their turn. Anthony Edwards skipped all of that. He walked into the league and decided he belonged at the top. And then he went out and proved it. That mentality, you cannot teach it. You cannot scheme against it. You cannot prepare for it. Because when a player truly believes, there is no hesitation, no second guessing, no moment that feels too big. And that is what makes him dangerous. Because pressure does not break him. It fuels him. Big game. He gets louder. Big moment. He gets sharper. Big stage. He gets better. And on top of that, he has something the league cannot ignore. Charisma, the way he talks, the way he carries himself, the way he smiles in the middle of chaos. It pulls people in. Fans love it. Teammates feed off it. And opponents, they feel it. Because when someone is that confident and actually backs it up, it becomes real. It becomes a presence, an aura. And once a player has that aura, the game changes. Defenses react differently. Crowds react differently. Even referees react differently. Everything shifts. And now, Anthony Edwards is stepping into that space. But he is not done evolving. That is the scariest part. Because after everything he has already shown, he went back to work. He looked at the weaknesses. The moments where defenses slowed him down. The shots he did not have yet. And he fixed them. Learning from Michael Jordan. Studying the mid-range. Understanding how to get to spots. How to rise over defenders. How to create something that cannot be taken away. And now, he is becoming a complete scorer. 3 levels, no gaps. No safe zones. Drive, he finishes. Step back, he hits. Mid-range, automatic. And when a player reaches that point, there is no answer. Only hope. Hope he misses. Hope he slows down. Hope he has an off night. Because if he does not, there is nothing you can do. And the league knows it. They can see it coming. The shift, the takeover. The moment where he stops chasing greatness and becomes it. Because everything about his journey points to one thing. He is not satisfied. Not with highlights, not with stats, not with attention. He wants more. And players like that, they do not stop. They do not plateau. They do not fade. They keep climbing. Until the league has no choice but to revolve around them. They said he did not love basketball. Now he lives for it. They said he was just potential. Now he is production. They said he was not serious. Now he is a problem. And soon he might be something even bigger. Because this story is not over. It is just getting started. And when it is all said and done, there will be only one question left. What are they going to say now? Thank you for watching. We are building something special here, and you are part of it.